everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Perception Studio and Changeling the Abandoned. I am Anne, your storyteller for this evening. This is an interactive stream, friends. We're going to tell a Changeling story. Just a little heads up, Changelings are fae creatures that are, scary. So just be forewarned, a little warning in advance. But I would like to introduce our two players today. We're going to start with Brooke. Please introduce yourself and a little bit about your character.
You don't want to introduce Danny?
We'll address that.
He looks so normal and fine.
In story. I feel like he's lost a little weight, but it's fine.
Hi everyone, I'm Brooke. I'm back again once more into the fray. Yeah, you know me from Enigma, Moripas Colony, Die, so many others, I can't remember them. I'm here again, hello.
And Rory.
Love it. Yes, Rory or Aurora, you can find me here every once in a while. Got to do the wonderful Good Society with Anne not too long ago. And then I'm also a part of the Castleton crew on Winter's Tales, which will be picking up in another month. So I'm so excited for that one. And it's mad insanity. So definitely come and join us and check it out.
Woo-hoo. We also have Art in the house. Woo!
Yeah, Art!
Making all the things happen. Last time we were here, we had 3 humans that were kidnapped by the Fae, tortured for a year, and released back into the wild. If you would like to help them on their journey, there's a couple things you can do. You can give them a push or a pull, and I'm going to pull this down so I can actually read where that is on the screen. Is it on the screen? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We love a raid. I don't see the tips on the screen.
No.
That's so fun. So you can gift a push or a pull. So what that does, it allows our players to pull in a little glamour and add some dice to their dice pool. Oh, there it is. Woo!
Woo! Hey, Raiders!
Woohoo! So what that does is a pull allows them to pull in a little glamour and add a little dice to their dice pool. If you give them a push, what that does, it allows them to push down the difficulty of any dice roll that they may have. Twists, amazing in this game. What that does, you can gift that to anybody, to any player. You can gift one to myself as well. And anybody who has a twist can call a new choice on anything that anybody else is doing, which is super fun. For $25, we have a card pull. I have a bunch of stuff that has been generated by us and the chat and whatever's that we can pull from and find out something random's going to happen. For $50, you can donate a character or item drop, so you can fold a character into the story. I know we have a lot of World of Darkness fans out there, so And we did have some questions last time in our Discord chat, like how dark can we go? We do have lines and veils in this game. I'm aware of what our players' lines and veils are, so if there's something that comes across that needs a little minor tweak, we do reserve the right to tweak it a little bit. If it needs a lot of work, then we'll obviously honor your donation and ask you maybe to resubmit something for us. I don't see that happening, but it could happen. And then this game is rated R with a toe dip in PG-13. If there's anything that you thinking about that you're like, gee, I don't know, would that get you demonetized on Twitch? Then that's probably a no. So anything in the demonetization range, go ahead and maybe think that, rework that just a little bit. But we're interested to see your creativity. And it's
such a positive way to be like,
I know.
Hey, you guys.
I want you to play, but also.
You guys. Weird thing though, it's gonna sound odd. Mundane items, like the mundaner, the dumber, the more random. In this game, the better. And for every $100, every time we read $100, we're going to play a chrysalis manifestation, a metamorphosis, which is something that happens to changelings as they're becoming their changeling fate self. And it's just a random magical thing that happens that will become part of the story. All right, friends, are we ready?
Totally pleasant.
It'll be fine.
It'll be so cool.
It'll be so cool. So welcome, dreamers, to a world just beneath the surface of our own, where glamour and terror walk hand in hand. Our story takes place in Los Angeles, a city built on the promise of dreams come true, a glittering beacon for the hopeful, the desperate, and the ambitious. But for every star that rises, countless others fall in the shadow of forgotten history. For this is a city where dreams and hearts alike are broken, discarded like old film reels buried in the sands of time. Here in the city of Los Angeles, the Fae hold sway, weaving glamour into every starlit smile and every artist's vision. But make no mistake, they are not just the fairies of bedtime stories. They are the forgotten rulers of a realm built on emotions and dreams, beings of breathtaking beauty and unimaginable cruelty. Like Hollywood itself, they dazzle with surface charm, while beneath lies something far more dangerous and strange. As we begin tonight, the unseelie court is watching. It is the dark half of the ear. They are the ones who pull the strings behind the curtain, offering a promise of a dream in one hand and betrayal in another. This is Los Angeles, where dreams are bought, sold, and devoured. And we find ourselves standing in a field in front of a hedge with an archway that leads into a bazaar, into an outdoor marketplace, and the sun is setting. Behind the two of you, you hear, "If wishes were fishes, if fishes were wishes, kiss, 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 wish, wish, wish." And Gerald has disappeared.
Like our little fairy friend to our other little brown wearing friend. Should we be worried about that?
Probably.
Yeah.
She does owe me a favor, though, so maybe we'll just cash that in once we have a better handle on things.
I
Get
like
him
that.
back if I don't need
Yeah.
something more interesting around that time.
Well,
If someone were to wander up into this field, go ahead and describe what we see.
I mean, pretty, like,
What does Arya look like? What does Rebecca look like in this moment?
I mean, Arya's old Donald Duck in it. She's just only got a top on. And her furry legs are out and about. Her tail is flicking in the sunshine. She's pretty pleased with herself.
Nice.
And then Rebecca, she's got blonde hair with like these streaks of red hair starting to come on in. She's got these kind of longer, lankier limbs. She's about 6 foot tall. Her skin just seems like it's graying a little bit, like girl, get some sun. And if she opens wide enough, you might notice that she's got 2 rows of teeth on both the top and the bottom, double the rows. Yeah. Right now she's carrying around a metal chair and a knotted rope.
That's true.
ready to go at it.
You all also have 1 wooden coin.
Oh, yeah.
So you're standing in front of this archway. There's hustle and bustle beyond the archway. You can see that vendors are starting to come out, lights are starting to come on, candles are starting to be lit, and the sun is just now setting over the bazaar.
Can I sniffy smell or see anything that gives me alcoholic vibes?
Oh, let's sniff for alcohol for sure. Let's
Because
say
I'm incorrigible.
you definitely are now. Let's say wits plus perception.
Okay, wits plus perception. Okay.
So you're gonna make a pool of dice with wits plus perception. You
Wits
just
is
spent
2,
a year
perception is
drinking and we'll say cavorting.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be difficult. It's difficulty of 4. Let me know how many successes you have.
Oh wait, 0 is 10.
Is 10.
Or, okay.
So that counts as 2.
So I have 3 successes and 1 crit success.
Oh, geez Louise. What kind of alcohol are you looking for?
Something that'll get me messed up. She's looking to just like keep her buzz going.
Excellent. You notice that going into the arch, there's sort of a sandy dirt pathway. It seems to glitter in the candle glow and the lights, the cafe lights that are turning on. You can actually sniff out. There seems to be a bar. It's a bar. It's just a little way down the road. Yeah, they got good stuff on a shelf, for sure.
How far off the path is it?
It's down the path a little
like
bit.
Like a canter, or is it like a couple steps?
It's down the path a little bit.
I.
Oh, we got a drop,
Ooh.
a mundane item, a cassette single. Hold on. I'm fine.
Love it.
Of Dan Hartman's I Can Dream About You from the Streets of Fire soundtrack. I love it so much.
Wow.
Delightful.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely down the path. You smell that it's probably down the path and maybe to your left a little bit.
Okay. But it's like not far from the road that she told us to stay on. It's like
it's down that golden road and then maybe to the left.
It's just like a slight detour. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so I think Aria's talking with Rebecca like yeah, okay, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this missing guy.
Yeah.
You know what I tend to do when things get a little messy or difficult?
Mm-hmm.
Is to not look at it and to go do something else instead. How are we for that? Does that sound like fun? Can we do that? That sounds like fun.
I
right?
mean,
we could do that.
as long as it's getting us out of here, sure. We're just
Okay.
making our way down the path, right?
Yeah, we'll go down the path and then I'll do a little detour and then we'll be back on the path. That'll be great. We'll just
I don't know if we can take a single step off this thing.
Yeah. Well, how about I'll just go and you can I'll catch up. Yeah, like I'll come find you. It'll be fine. I have complete faith in us as a team. We just met. It'll be great.
It'll be good. Yeah, sure. Maybe it's somebody we can like call over to us over on the path. We don't even have to.
That'll be fine. You don't have any money on you, do you?
I don't.
It's okay. I'll
No,
use these.
no. I'm in a
Valid.
I'm in a bedraggled wedding dress with bloodstains on it, so I can definitely say Rebecca was not that person who had pockets in her dress.
Yeah, no.
Or totally wrong there, but
Yeah, no. The bride
Yeah,
definitely doesn't
no
have
money.
like her wallet on her wedding day. That makes sense to me.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't even prove who I am now.
So Arya
Let's go.
gleefully leads the way down the path.
Trot, 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 trot. You
Rebecca's
get
Practically
around.
skipping.
practically skipping down the path. You get maybe 30, 40 feet back down the path, and you see to your left-hand side, it looks like a wooden structure, sort of permanent, semi-permanent, but sort of permanent for the bizarre structure, and it does say The Bar.
Okay.
Are there people, does it look like there are people working there outside, or is it like an indoor kind of establishment, like I would have to head over there in order to get what I wanted?
There does appear to be some cafe tables right in front of it,
Okay.
but most
Are
people
they
seem
on
to be
the
coming
path?
in and out of the bar.
Okay.
There's not like just like a little like detour of this road into the place, huh? No.
No. If you want
Yeah.
to make a perception, you can just perception or wits or perception or intelligence. It'll change the kind of information you get. But either way, you've never been on this road before. We'll make that a difficulty of 7.
You said intelligence and what was the other thing?
Wits or
potentially?
intelligence.
Wits or intelligence and perception, like the two together. Okay,
Yeah, make a
great,
pool.
perfect. Thank you.
Make a pool.
I wasn't used to 2 attributes getting popped in together. And you said difficulty of 7?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have... I am so blanking. A 1. Is that a fail?
Yeah, a 1. It's a fail, and it also erases a success.
Perfect. Okay, so 1 success.
Thank you for the follow.
Thanks for following.
1 success. You look down at the road, and it does have kind of a almost sandy texture, but it does appear to be glittering in the light.
Huh. Rebecca's gonna just kind of like take a foot and kind of like try and slide it over to see if she can like extend the road, or if it like kind of snaps back in place.
It doesn't snap back in place, but you do get some weird looks.
Look. I wonder if maybe we just take like a handful of this, if like maybe you'd be okay.
That seems like a kind of fey way to bend the rules. Yeah, we could do
Right?
that. Do you have pockets?
Yeah.
I don't have pockets.
See the two
Damn it.
people
She
without
doesn't
pockets.
either.
One little
We already
vest
proved
pocket
I
I could
don't.
probably stick it in.
Yeah. Rebecca's just gonna kind of take a handful of it and just kind of pocket it. She might even throw a couple kernels in and chew on them.
Okay. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What would that be? Perception plus maybe
Sometimes your mouth has a few more things to tell you about things.
science. I would buy science.
Ooh. I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Medicine wouldn't really do the trick, I don't think. All right, what am I rolling for? What am I beating?
You have kind of a new power to taste things. I'm gonna say 5.
Ooh. Oh, okay. 3 successes.
Oh, this is gold.
Oh, dang. Oh, okay.
It's gold, and it's
All right.
freaking delicious, by the way.
Really? Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So this is.
Oh, I'm gonna develop an expensive taste as a red cap.
You put it in your mouth, and you see several people around you go. Like, that definitely wasn't cool. Like, it would be like, I don't know, like going up to the Liberty Bell and licking it. Like, it was, people are looking at you like, you're starting to stand out as not from around here.
Has Rebecca seen her own reflection at this point?
Not likely. Unless you caught a glimpse of yourself in the sliding glass door, but you'd eaten most
that
of the
was-
door, so.
I feel like she's probably not. She's gonna just kind of like shrug it off, like whatever. But still, kind of grab a little bit of the road, and I guess if Arya's already bursting on ahead,
She probably is.
she already.
I think she's going to justify it to herself. She's like, we don't know how long this path is. We're going to need some sustenance. Like, it's going to be, this is, I think, a wise choice. Better to do this now than later
Totally.
down the path. We don't know where we came from.
All right, you enter the bar?
Yep.
Yep.
Great. So you enter the bar. There's lots of people in this bar. This bar's pretty packed.
Have
It
you seen
seems.
the other satyrs?
That's a great question. It looks mostly like there's people in here.
Okay, good.
That's weird.
Huh.
Oh, they look like people. Like just look like people.
Mm-hmm.
That is weird.
There is a woman behind the bar. She's tall. She's buxom. She hot. She hot. She appears to be wearing a like a Playboy bunny costume.
Okay.
And there are, people milling around the bar. You open the door and you come in, and she definitely looks up and she notices the two of you and acknowledges that you've entered, and then just kind of goes back to what she's doing.
Okay.
Does she look at us like we look out of place? Or does she just kind of, I don't know.
Wits plus perception.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out if this is all people, like what's the situation? Wits plus perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We'll say 5.
okay, 2 successes, but then I also got a 1, so 1 success.
1 success. It's mildly knowing.
Okay. Mildly knowing.
You get the feeling this isn't her first rodeo necessarily.
Sure, okay. Well, she didn't plan that far ahead. She is, like, very aware of the fact that she has no money and doesn't know anyone here. And so like her plan is already backfiring. But she like tits up, walks in, and like brushes her hair back and just tries to look like how she imagines confident women look, because she's also new to like being that person. She's not used to being the belle of the ball as she was for the last year. Like that was new for her. So yeah. Hi. So we want 4 of whatever's really, really good here. What do you recommend?
There are 2 glasses that you didn't notice that appear on the bar. In it is a viscous liquid. The bartender leans forward and says, "The first one is free."
I love that. Okay. Thanks.
I think Rebecca's kind of hung back near the doorway, so she's very much just kind of like awkwardly standing there looking at other people. Do you want Rebecca to come
Rebecca,
join
do you want this?
Yeah.
I'll have yours if you don't want it. Do you want this?
That
You know
one's
what?
definitely
I'll-
not for your friend.
Okay. Cool.
She says in a way that like
go ahead and have it.
makes you feel weird about the statement.
Oh. Are we not cool? We can't chill here?
Oh,
Or she can't chill here?
you definitely should not drink these.
This feels like a trick. What do you mean? Why not?
The first one's free and you absolutely should not drink these.
Uh-huh. Okay. She like picks them both up and freaking just dumps them out and is like, "Cool, so can I purchase from you, please? Some beverages of some kind."
She sighs. She kind of stretches her neck for a second and she says, "All right." And she puts 2 on the bar and she says, "These are for you to drink."
You realize you're being really sus right now, right? Like, I don't know what this means.
You're going to be real sus if you don't drink them.
You know, I've never had a bartender be this pushy about beverages before. It's actually usually the other way around, but okay. Can I do like a vibe check? Do these drinks look different? Are the glasses the same?
They're the same kind of glasses as the drink she poured earlier. There's some clear viscous liquid in them.
Okay, and they both looked and smelled the same?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. Arya, as a human woman, was not like, she would have a glass of wine with dinner. Like, she was very, and I think she came from a family of drinkers, so she was like, I'm not gonna be like them. And now, after a year of debauchery, she has a lot of time to catch up on. And unfortunately, I feel like it would be really out of character for me to refuse after coming in here, because just like looking at the way that satyrs are, like they're just so tempted by kind of revelry. So I feel like she's just gonna do it. She knows that this is a bad idea. She's super gonna drink it anyway. And she will down the whole thing, and like whatever she's not swallowing is like dribbling down the side, and like she like takes the whole thing down.
You take the whole drink down, you open your eyes back up, and this is a room full of fake creatures.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much. Rebecca, you super want to drink this. It's actually really helpful.
Right.
I know she's terrifying, but actually it's all good. Now do I see any satyrs in here?
Yeah, there's a couple satyrs in the corner.
Okay, anyone I recognize?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool.
And then Rebecca would go ahead and reach for the glass. Is the bartender stopping me from that in any way, shape, or form?
Nope.
All right, cool. Rebecca takes it, chugs it on down.
I asked the bartender, so what was in the first one? Why is it, was I gonna like die if I drank the first one? Like what?
It was the first ones on the house.
Oh, on the house.
And you're looking at her now and you realize it's not so much a Playboy bunny costume as that she's kind of a bunny.
Yeah.
Kind of a bunny.
Cool,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's buxom. Would not turn that down.
Yeah, am I getting Twitter pated?
But she's
Just looking at
literally
her.
a bunny. Yeah, you get the feeling that there's she gets Twitter-pated, or people get Twitter-pated with her quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rebecca
Well,
would look around for any mirrors while this is going around too, just to kind of like, just because everyone's kind of been kind of weird around her. So if there is any mirrors around, she'd be like going to check them out.
Yeah, you do notice that the other patrons are giving you a fairly wide berth.
Yeah.
You do see that there's a restroom, like over to the side.
Yeah. Arya, you okay? I'm gonna go just wash up a little bit.
yeah, I have a feeling this is kind of supposed to be my element, so I should be okay for a little bit.
All right. Cool.
Best of
So I'll
luck.
head over to the bathrooms. Rebecca's gonna like awkwardly lean her metal chair and rope near the door.
Okay, yeah.
That probably, maybe that was why people were looking weird at me. That is kind of a weird thing to do. All right, cool. And then head over to the restroom.
You head to the restroom, you open the door. It's a single restroom with multiple stalls. There doesn't seem to be any designation for anything.
Or what have you.
It's just Faye. And yeah, there's a mirror above the sink. It's got several cracks in it. It looks like it's seen some rough times.
Yeah. So Rebecca's gonna just kind of lean in and just kind of go, "Oh, God, like what happened to me? I know it's been apparently a year, but what the crap?" And just very, she was definitely like the hot chick. Unlike Arya, she is used to kind of people going like, "Oh yeah, hey, look at that pretty thing walking by." So this is very like altering the course for her here. And she is going to kind of like open up her mouth and just go like, "Is that okay, that's just really weird and very disconcerting." Kind of just like, I don't think water's going to do much here, but she's going to try and splash a little bit of fresh water on her face. And then
you splash the water on your face. It feels good. Some of the blood washes down the drain.
That's
but
good.
You are still gray. The streaks of red are coming in your hair. There's too many teeth. Are those piercings? Scars? I don't know. Something happening all over.
All right. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna move as far away from this mirror as possible and go find Arya.
You come back, and Arya is like lounging on the bar top, like, "So, tell me more about where you're from." Like, she's like fully trying to romance this woman, trying to get as many free drinks out of her as possible.
The woman behind the bar is not unimpressed, but probably not the first time a satyr has laid on the bar trying to get a free drink. Honestly, to be real. But she's not unimpressed.
Do you want a song? I could play you a song. I'm very talented.
You play music. That's right. I don't imagine that you would play music very well at all.
Want to bet?
Yes.
Okay. 2 drinks for here and 1 to go, if you like my song. And I've got a friend of mine who can owe you a favor if you don't.
A favor?
Yeah, I know those are pretty high commerce around here.
Actually, you see her light up in a very strong way when you say a favor.
Yeah.
Wits plus intelligence.
Yeah, I'm sure this is some weird face shit that I shouldn't be doing, but I'm doing it because I'm bad. Okay. Wits is 2, intelligence is 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What am I trying to hit?
Well, you've already established that you think this is some sort of face shit, so I'm going to say 5.
Okay. 7, crit success. That's caught. 6, 2. Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for the
So the crit,
Ooh, hey,
I
winners!
crit both ways, so they cancel each other out. But I still have 2 successes left over.
Great. Yeah, no, this is some face shit. You realize that this is actually the currency.
Oh, yeah, they don't use money here. It's all, like, weird stuff, bargaining. Okay. So, are we good with that? That works?
That's the worst deal I've ever heard.
I'm pretty good.
I still don't believe you.
She pulls out she has still the fiddle from before, right? The violin.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll play the song that the master taught her last week.
You begin to play it, and you see the couple of satyrs that were sitting at the table in the back. They start to move a little bit. There's one satyr who immediately just gets up and leaves. He wasn't with that group, but he's like, ugh, like he's disgusted, and he leaves. But the others are kind of jamming out. They're like, all right. They're getting into it.
Did I make some kind of a performance check?
You absolutely are going to be making a performance check.
Okay.
You actually can play. You were taught to play.
Yeah.
So we'll say charisma plus performance, please.
Charisma and performance.
Yes,
okay.
please.
So that's. I'm gonna
That'll be a
reason and
difficult
add 2 more.
6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 successes. And then 2 crits that cancel each other out again. 3 successes.
3 successes. What does it look like as you mesmerize this crowd with the unseelie song that you learned?
So before she was lounging, she kind of moves to sit so her feet can swing. And as the song begins to build, she gets up, both hooves on the table, and begins to kind of like soft shoe along with it. And she's like fully going. And it's, yeah, and she like, I think a couple of other people, definitely satyrs, but maybe some other fae, whoever would be down for that shit, are probably dancing along with me. And yeah, she does like the final, couple of measures and like a big finish and like swings so hard and like one of the strings like pops, like she she played that shit.
There is a roar of applause. The satyrs that were in the back that were listening start to walk up towards the bar. The bartender, the woman behind the bar, says, yeah, I knew that was going to be terrible.
So is this some kind of weird sarcasm, or are you just not willing to accept defeat?
I always accept defeat.
Interesting, because I feel like everyone else here was like super down for what I just did.
Either one of you, if you would like,
is she like
can roll a
wits
wits plus intelligence.
Yeah.
Wits intelligence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
basically, I was set up to fail. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. What do we need to beat?
You've already asked the question, so I'm going to say 6. You're posing the question. You're already thinking it's weird.
3 successes.
3 successes.
1 success, if I'm
One
allowed
success.
to.
Is she like the opposite day queen? Like, what's happening?
You realize that you feel like she's saying the opposite of what she actually means. And the one time that she said something to you that sounded like what she meant, she did that thing with her neck. It seemed like to have taken some effort for her to have done it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, well, pay up.
She pours 3 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes them across the bar, and she says, I absolutely don't want those glasses back when you're done.
Fair enough. Rebecca, we should go soon, right? Do you think, or do you want to hang out? I feel like we should go.
Nope,
We don't know how long this
I'm
path
good to go.
is. Okay. Oh, you know what? Would you say that golden path outside is super long, or the journey's kind of short to get to the end of it?
Yes.
The second one?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a really long road.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Or time is a flat circle and we don't know what's going to happen or how long we'll be on the road.
That's absolutely not true.
That means I'm right, I think.
It's a little beyond me, I'm not gonna lie.
This is a
one of
real
those
affront
drinks...
to like women in general and us always never saying what we mean. Like, this is a problem. It's a habit you should try to get out of.
She clears her throat. Her ears...
Like, I think it's cute, but not everyone will, you know what I mean?
Her ear twitches for a second, and she said, if it wasn't part of my nature, I might consider that.
That's fair enough. That's totally fair. Well, let's see. If I tell you to have a lovely day, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
You're not a puka, so I
That's
don't care
true.
what you say.
So you have a delightful rest of your day. It's been educational. And she tells the other two and gives the glasses back. And she says she absolutely didn't want the glasses back, which means that she does.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
third
Do you need
one,
me to help with one?
well, you don't have a flask on you. You seem like a classy lady.
No, I mean, you could ask your friends. Are those satyrs still nearby and hanging out by the
They're
bar?
approaching.
Okay.
They're approaching you in a direction that's actually between you and the door.
Oh, vibes. Hey, friends, buddies,
Hey,
home
vibes
slices,
check.
amigos, dogs, what's up? So, do any of you guys have a flask or like a water skin or something I could borrow?
You
And
say
probably
water
never return
skin?
to you?
You say water skin, and the guy in the front goes, "Ugh."
I know, water. It's,
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Water would be in quotes here. I mean wineskin. That's what I'm
no,
getting
but I
at.
mean that it's made out of.
Oh, you don't have those here?
And they start looking at you like,
It's like a bottle, but it's like instead of being solid and glass, it's like made of leather or something.
Rebecca, go ahead and make an intuitive plus intelligence check.
Yeah, seriously. Can I save her? You part animal, girl.
Oh, skin in general, I guess, if it's the skin of an
Yeah.
animal. Yeah,
Oh
fair
man,
enough.
I don't think I'm helping you out too much. What did you need me to try and be?
I like a 2. Like, honestly, just
It's
don't
okay.
flub
She's
it.
putting
nope,
it together
nope.
now, even if you're not getting
Zilch.
Zilch.
Zilch. I had two fails.
Yeah, so these guys are intimidating, and you're like, yeah, no, Arya, it does occur to you that
That would be the wrong thing to say.
water skins tend to be made out of animals of burden, and
Yeah,
you
I
guys
super hadn't thought about that, actually.
Yeah.
No, that's so valid. I will check my privilege in the future. I'll super think about that. That being said, I really wanted to take this to go. I guess I could down one more before I leave, but then I won't have anything for the road, and that makes me sad. So, well, you win some, you lose some. And she takes down the last drink and makes two leave. And if they try to stop her, then we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, so they're still in front of you, in front of the door, and one of them starts to. He's trying to get a good whiff. He's like clearly trying to figure out like what's up with you.
Yeah. Hey guys, pals. So I'm Arya. We have.
I'm Rebecca.
somewhere to
We need to get out of here. Yeah.
So you can come with us if you want to, but I do have to go. Unfortunately, I have to be on the road.
The young lady in the group, she looks between you and Rebecca and back, and she's like, What are you doing with one of them?
I don't discriminate.
She doesn't have much to say to that. She kind of takes a step back.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Fine. Fine. And she hides behind one of the guys. The guys are like, no, I think we'll stay here.
Okay, cool. You guys have a good day.
We're still leaving. Yeah.
Bye.
And they step away from your path, and you hear them mumbling to each other as they, stay back and disappear into the bar.
Arya hadn't
Rebecca
thought
will
about
grab
this,
her
but
chair and
now
rope.
that this... Okay, as they let us go, though, and no one's following us, probably?
Wits plus perception.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like
Because
to
if
know
no
that
one's
too.
following us, then she has an idea. Wits plus perception. 4 dice. Okay, what am I trying to hit?
So you are on the lookout, so 5.
Okay, 2 successes.
2 successes. You step out of the bar, and there are people sitting in the very small cafe area right outside the bar. There's a couple guys kind of leaning up against a wall at a booth across from you. There's a couple of other creatures, the likes of which you've never seen before.
Sure.
The street is full of things. There are people who are just stunningly painfully beautiful. You see people who are sort of big and muscular and blue. You see 2 figures that are they a shadow? Is it two figures and a shadow? Is it a shadow and one figure? You're not sure, kind of slinking in the back. You see a man who is dressed in robes and he has a walking stick and he's standing tall and kind of walking right down the center of the golden road, and then immediately for no reason takes a right turn. There's just a street full of characters, and you just
Yeah.
but what you do notice is that you don't notice really any other red caps. Or anyone who looks like Rebecca.
Okay. And all those satyrs from the bar, from what I can tell, are still there. They did not double
leave
back
the bar.
and try to change their mind and pull a sneaky move. Okay. As we get further down the road, what can you describe to me that? So I got this chicanery thing, and then last week you said that I got this other ability that has to do with that, where I can change the way I look a little bit.
So you earned Fuddle.
Yeah.
Fuddle alters antlers. Alters an existing perception in a small way. Says it's changing one loud sound for another, or faking invisibility from a cover of a shadow.
Interesting.
So you can make people feel like their eyes are playing tricks on them for a second. They feel fuddled.
Oh, okay.
And then we got a character.
Oh, a character drop. No one. An odd being that has a face that you've never seen, but you know quite well. The clothes are fashionable yet horrid. A body that's human yet twisted. They are the embodiment of unraveled paths and choices, an unknown knowledge that never was. I think I know what kind of fae that may have been one of.
And then it continues, and they seem helpful, but maybe not. You should try talking to them to find out.
Ooh.
Okay, I think the further we get down the path, Arya's kind of tawny red-brown coat will begin to go more of a blonde shade, because she's just trying to not look like this person who drew a ton of suspicion to herself back in the bar.
For sure. You're walking along the path and people are selling their wares. There's other sort of outdoor bars and people playing music, people selling things. You see a booth that says mundane items, rare.
Feels a little oxymoronic.
Why?
Do you agree?
Yeah, why would somebody even sell something mundane here? I mean, it just sounds boring look at this place. It's so colorful.
Yeah. Can we see anything on display from the path?
Sure, there's all kinds of things at this booth. You see all kinds of kitchenware, you see office supplies, there's clothing, but stuff that's useful, like belts and boots and ties, and there's a whole section of briefcases, and there's just random stuff. It's the worst flea market you've ever been to. But
we both have been talking about wanting pocket. Should we look?
Oh, maybe.
And we reached a metamorphosis.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. That's true. We hit 100. Oh man.
Yee, thank you.
Here's the thing, Rebecca. Do I long for pockets? Yes, but I've felt that way my whole life.
So.
And I feel like this store is somehow to me more scary than the bar was. There's something about it that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Do you agree? Or I'll go if you really want to go. I'll go with you, but it's freaking me out a little bit.
Actually, that is a good question. And what kind of feeling would be coming off from that place for us?
In this moment in time, it would both draw and repel you.
We're in a kind of weird in-between state.
Mm-hmm. You do see what you assume at this point, right? Are other changeling creatures kind of milling around, and they're looking at these things like one would look at a curiosities store.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's the thing. I've got my hat. I've got my instrument. I don't really have a weapon or any place to carry all of my things. My wooden coin is hiding in my cleavage. I want to have my hands free. Maybe I should at least probably get a strap or something for this violin. Maybe I can find a new string too, because I definitely snapped it back there.
String, actually. Yeah.
My bad. So I guess we could do some quick odds and ends finding.
At least just window shopping.
Yeah.
If we don't see anything, we don't see anything.
Yeah, but they probably won't even have an E string. I doubt it. But we'll just look.
You approach the booth. You come off the path again. Do both of you still have a handful of gold dust?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Fab. I can't believe you did that. Dang it. Dang it. So you're wandering around the
Rebecca's
booth and
gonna
you do
accidentally eat
see
it, I'm
things.
sure.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You see things like you do see instrument cases for sure. Sheet music for things like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah.
Things like My Dog Has Fleas, like the kind of stuff that you'd be forced to practice over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's no rite of spring.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and most of the stuff here just looks kind of bad, honestly.
Yeah, most of it looks a bit rinky-dink. Do I see
Yeah.
anything that I could like a belt or like a scarf or something that I could fashion into a sling for my 3-string violin?
there are a couple of things around, but before you find anything, can you please roll 2d10s for me
Totally.
and tell me what the numbers
Both
are?
of us?
Not just Aria.
Oh my.
What the individual numbers are.
2 6s.
2 6s. 66. So we're going back up to 6. Where are you? So we've landed on everyone briefly sees a new color they've never seen before, and then it's gone. You are drunk.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And you were you just were playing some music, and when you play music and you're performing, you do feel like a glow, like the performer glow, right? But Rebecca, as you're looking at Ari, you realize that they're actually glowing, there's actually glow coming off,
Just me.
and everybody can see it, and
Yeah.
it's
A little
not
eye-catching.
quite gold. It seems to have a aurora-ness to it, and everyone's kind of looking.
Sorry, what is it
Yeah.
that's glowing? Sorry.
You.
I will. My
You
person.
are,
You.
yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh,
You're
okay.
glowing. I know you did something different with your hair, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that was enough. I think we're drawing attention right now.
Should we dip? Should we just go? Maybe we should go.
I think probably we should
Okay.
Let's just keep going. Yeah.
She pulls her hat down. Her antlers are both poking through, but she tries to pull the brim in front of where her face and to cover some of her hair.
As you're walking down the road and now I guess trying to make pace, you do hear from a booth nearby music. You can't help it, it's music. So, and you hear, it sounds like a man and his guitar, and he's singing, if I can dream about you, and something can hold you tonight.
Yeah.
But he's playing acoustically by himself, and he has racks and racks of what appear to be cassettes.
Oh. He's trying to sell his mixtape. Okay. Is he good?
Yeah, it's really great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so yeah, she's she can't help it. She's bopping her head a little bit. Kind of gets to get a little bit more of a bounce in her step.
And he continues to play.
Yeah, she's jamming. She's jamming.
He makes eye contact with you, continues to play the song.
She does the lasso thing. Tries to get him to dance with her and play at the same time.
And he's like,
She goes over. She's dancing now.
he says, "Hi, my name's David."
Is that really your name?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just checking. It's weird here.
Yeah. Would you like to buy a copy of my song?
How much?
Well, what do you got?
I got some dirt. You want some dirt? Have some dirt?
Aria, you're holding on to that. Here, you can offer him
You're right.
the chair
I need
or
this.
the rope. Yeah.
I'll give you one kiss.
He thinks about it. He says, okay.
Okay, but I want that first.
He, there's racks of them. Like, just racks of this one tape.
Snatch.
Racks and racks and racks. And yeah, you take one and then boop, another one appears in its place.
Cool, yeah. I pluck it up, cleavage pocket it, and I'll lay one on him.
Cool, so add that to your inventory that you have one cassette single.
Shitty mixtape.
It's just what it says I Can Dream About You, has his name on it, and it's just literally a cassette single.
Cool.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, down that Ari has that now.
Rebecca's gonna take her rope and just be like, maybe Arya, you just hold on to the other end of this with me so that you don't get lost.
What are you saying? This has been so fun so far. We've just done so many productive things.
Have we?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm a little worried that you're gonna give away the little bit in your hand, and then I'm gonna have to really figure out where the heck you went.
Yeah. All right.
Dirt in one hand, rope in the other.
If you continue down the path, as you start to move on, he continues to play. As you continue down the path, what's plus alertness? Please, both of you.
Yes.
You're still going a little bit, by the way, Arya. It's going to take a
Totally.
second for that to fade.
Yeah.
Alertness plus anything else?
Wits and alertness.
Wits.
Difficulty of 5.
Two successes.
2 successes.
One success.
1 success. Arya, you spot them first. The 2 guys, they're tall, muscular, blue. They seem to be wearing what look like herald vests that were hanging out across from the bar. Yeah, they for sure following you. Rebecca, you don't spot them, but you spot a figure in the shadows that does seem to be following you.
Hey, we got 2 weirdos on our 6.
I see one.
I see 2.
A little bit further path.
They're
So
wearing like a
maybe
uniform of some kind. It's giving.
Oh yeah, does the guy I see have a uniform of any sort?
When Arya points it out, that you can see them.
Yeah.
2 big, burly, blue guys. They're
You guys.
There's something about it for you. You know that they're not Facebook and Instagram, but the fact that it's just like
They have
2
that
big,
tasty
burly
lockers.
guys following you,
Yeah.
that does start to push that feel that you've been having this whole time of like, I need to run and I need to consume. It brings it up a level for you because it's reminding you of where you came from.
Yeah. Arya, we're either getting out of here or we're planting our feet and following these 2 out. What do you feel?
I'm probably a faster runner than I am a good
Great,
fighter,
let's get-
but
Let's get out of here. And then I think with that consuming thing, she's probably gonna, just to have her hands free, pocket that whole last little bit of sand in her mouth and eat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gulp. It's
Gulp.
friggin' delicious.
Yeah. She needs a little sustenance.
She needs a little something.
Eating that road.
You're beginning to feel that it is moving through its course, though. So it's going to protect you for a minute, but as food does, it's going to travel and not be food anymore. You feel still kind of protected for a moment, but it's going to be, there's a timer on it
I'll
now.
have to get another handful if we get back on, if we divert again, but at least I have my hands free in case we do need to fight.
So as a reminder, Rebecca does have hopscotch.
Yes. Can I move another person with me? Or is it just myself?
Interesting. Did you take Faye?
Yeah.
You did take Faye. Look at you.
Okay. Cool.
So yes, you can roll 1 for hopscotch and 1 for Faye to see if you can keep Arya with you.
Get us out of here a little faster.
Yoink me
All
by
right.
the rope.
Yeah, just those two things, right?
Yes, just those
Okay,
two.
and hopscotch. All right. What am I trying to beat?
You've only kind of done this once before.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, no successes. No crit fails though, so that's that at least. So
So
she tries to like jump ahead.
you try to access that part of you that wants to like run with the wind. It's almost like a wolf running through the forest kind of feel. Like you feel like you're just gonna go. And you try to access that, and you're holding on to Arya, and it feels like it anchors you. It feels like it's not like you can't pull her through it. There's something, it's not catching. Like the engine's
Okay.
not turning over. The shadow that you saw out of the corner of your eye looks like it's coming from the other direction, almost like it's gonna cut you off between you and these other two blue gentlemen that are coming up the other way. They see you try to like turn the engine over, and they are coming faster. They know you're trying to bounce.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
I don't either. Am I able to try it again, or they all look like they're coming straight at the golden road that we're on.
Yeah, you're on the golden road. There's the two guys behind you. The shadow or person has come around and it's looked like they're going to cut you off at the pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, and I don't know if you can trip a shadow, but I'm gonna try and trip a shadow and see if I can kind of dodge around him, push him back towards the other guys so they can kind of kerfluffle and we can keep moving on.
Okay. So you're not trying to pick a fight. Darn it.
No. Soon enough, I'm sure.
So, I feel like that's dexterity, right? You're trying to be like smooth. There's an outcome that you're trying to get out of this. So dexterity plus, and there's more than one person, melee.
Melee more than athletics. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because there's more than one person.
Man.
You're
valid. One die. Nope. Not a crit fail. That was, unless it was a 2. I ain't beating shit.
No good.
So you go to trip this shadow creature, and you sweep your feet under where you think their feet would be, and there's no feet.
There's no feet.
There's no trip in this. That's but you hear from this tall shadow, and you feel like there's a hood, and you can kind of see a face, but there's not really a face in there. But is there a shadow? And you hear it go, oh, like really sad.
I think we kind of stop her up and just be like, "Are you friendly? Did you want to help us?"
And you just kind of see a, oh.
Where's the other two guys? Are they far?
They're
getting closer?
closing distance.
Closing distance. Can you keep them from catching up on us and find us again further down the road?
You see a hand come out of the cloak, and you can see that there are clothes that you sort of recognize as, maybe last year's fashion. And you see sort of a twisted hand come out. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking for something.
She'd take his hand.
Okay, you take his hand, and it's cold. It's wet. Maybe a little slimy.
Yeah. Did you want my chair? The rope?
And he holds on harder to your hand. Or the figure holds on harder to your hand.
Yeah. Arya, you wanna try your hand at figuring out?
Meanwhile, the other guys are getting closer.
Yeah. So the figure holds out a gnarled, twisted, maybe slightly damp hand towards you.
So this is crazy, but she's gonna try to use Gift of Pan
Okay.
on all three of these
Ooh.
people.
So go ahead and describe the gift of Pan.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Gift of Pan, difficulty 7 willpower roll to resist the effect of my music.
So you begin to play.
I start plucking on the violin and singing, "Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?"
And you said that was difficulty of 7.
Yep.
So sorry about that. They pause for a moment and look at each other and look back at you, and you hear one of them grumble, "God damn satyrs." And continue to advance.
No.
They have both pulled out what look like nets, like big human nets, like
Yeah.
people-sized
That's it, girly.
nets.
That's all I got. That's literally all I know. So it didn't work on either of them. What about the shadowy guy?
Oh, I didn't roll for the shadowy guy.
Ooh.
He has 1 success. But he looks at you, and the twisted hand comes back out at you again. So he's still holding Rebecca's hand, and this sort of
he didn't let him go.
twisted hand comes out, and you look further into the hood of this cloak, and there's something about you don't see a face, but you don't not see something familiar about this.
I'll take it. I feel better about figuring out this one guy than I do about trying to fight the other two.
To figure
So
out the
despite
two,
feeling still a little bit about everyone, just trust this one a little bit more.
That's valid. That's valid.
Do it.
So you both take their hands, and you feel through the hand, up your arm, into your shoulders, into that space between your shoulder blades, and down your spine, this oozing coldness, the heebie-jeebie, like if you had to give it a name.
Yeah.
You almost can
no fun.
feel all the bad decisions you've ever made.
There's been many.
And you feel it like crawl down your back, and like when your toes curl like unconsciously, and your ears begin to ring, and you find yourself standing in front of a hedge at the end of a path, at the end of a golden path, and you see an archway. You see the bazaar, the night market, behind you.
Behind. Oh.
Oh.
Hey. Thank you so much.
Is it still here? This entity, or is it gone?
Standing in front of you.
Okay.
That was
Do
crazy.
you have a
Can
name?
you? The
What can
entity
we call
takes a
you?
step closer to you,
Uh-huh.
and as you look into the cloak now, you see what appears to be your own face.
Okay.
Something about the haircut or something reminds you of when you first met your fiance. Arya, you take a look, and you kind of see the face. It sort of reminds you of your own face. That time that you didn't stand up for yourself and take that promotion. It kind of, something about it, and there's just sort of a shadow there now again. And the entity shakes their head no.
Can I call you no?
There's a pause, and then
Okay.
holds up one finger.
No one.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
Did you ever read the Odyssey? Yeah. Okay, that's valid. You're not from where we're from.
And there's a pause, and then you see
No.
Are you allowed to? I assume you can't come with us.
there's a pause.
Ooh.
And then the entity takes one step towards the arch and then takes a couple steps back
No.
and looks at the two of you like, if you would like, you can make a wits plus perception or wits plus arcana. Do we have arcana? What would be the equivalent? Enigma?
Enigma. Yeah.
Difficulty of 5.
Okay.
Because you asked the question.
Okay. One crit fail that canceled out a success.
Difficulty
but
of
one
5?
Success. One success on my part.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes. Rebecca, you are feeling sorry for this entity, almost in the way that you felt sorry for yourself when you started dating your friend. I mean, that can't be true. You wouldn't feel sorry for yourself about that.
That's so
that
weird.
Can't be true. Arya, you realize that maybe no one has ever actually asked them to come with them before?
It just seems like you would be a really great, I don't know, person to have around.
A good ally.
Yeah, a good friend.
There's a long pause. Clearly, this entity has never heard anything like this before. The entity takes their spindly, soggy, squishy hands. You goes into their clothes and you hear rip, rip, and hands each one of you a pocket that they've ripped out of their own clothes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't even know how important that is right now.
It is actually really helpful. Now I have somewhere to put my cassette.
You see the hands disappear
weird coin.
back into the clothes, and Arya, as you put the cassette in the pocket, so it's almost like a little, like if you wanted to like tie a string to it, you could make it a little pouch. But you see a little hand come up and go. And it's the hand of the entity that you've been speaking to.
In the pocket?
In the pocket.
That is sick. In the best way. Okay, thanks. Thanks, no one. This is really cool. She'll kind of twist the top of the bag and put it like inside of the vest. I'll have to sew it in, I guess.
Rebecca's gonna just to try it, just like try putting the rope in, just to see how much it can hold, because I'm sure it's a small pocket.
Oh, the whole rope goes in there.
Oh, okay. Then she's gonna be like, try and put the chair in.
The whole chair goes in there.
All right, great, cool, fabulous.
I mean, seeing that,
thanks,
she'll put
Noah.
the hat in there, and she'll put the violin in there.
Instrument?
Like, she will empty her hands of all things she was carrying. She'll keep some of the dirt and put that in there, too.
Oh, you take some of the road with you?
Sure, why not? It was helpful before.
Smart.
Let's make it a note.
It was like a kind of Girl Scouty thing to do.
Right. Just to try something, Rebecca's gonna just think of the rope and then stick her hand in and see if that's what comes back out.
You pull out the rope.
Great. That's amazing. No one, thank you so much.
But
You've helped
then
us
the entity
anyways.
puts two hands up and says, and points to them, and then points to the pocket.
Yeah, you're inside. You're kind of coming with us. I love it. That's amazing. Thank you. That's really kind of you.
And you see kind of like a shyness.
Oh.
I would say it'll be fun to introduce you to my friends, but it won't be because I don't have that many, and the people I do know are kind of shit. So.
The entity goes, you get the feeling that they know. They put one hand up and take 2 steps back into a shadow and are gone.
Wow.
Okay.
This is cool. We're just making
Great.
friends everywhere we go.
Yeah. I feel like that one was a friend. Not sure about everybody else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We needed to reach the end of the road, and now I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember what we're supposed to do at this point. We're supposed to find someone, right?
Oh,
Did we
yeah.
bypass them?
Someone who looks like you.
Looks
Oh,
like.
man.
Oh, right. That's right. Looks like me.
Someone who looks like you, but she said it in a
like-
kind of weird way where she was like, they're steely, but they're not. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Weren't they supposed to still be inside? Do we need to go back in just from tail end, or were they? They were at the end of the path, right?
I don't know. She said they were going to help us.
The end of the marketplace.
Like, what does help us mean?
That's a great question.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, seriously.
Help us get back?
Rebecca's going to kind of like look around, see if there's any buildings, signs of life outside of the hedge.
So the hedge is too high to see over. Behind you is the glitz of the night marketplace. There is an arch through the hedge in front of you, and it's almost like trying to look through a glitter curtain. Like you can't quite see through it. If you want to try to remember what she said.
Yes, please. I'm pretty sure it was end of the marketplace, but I'm like, was it like
Wits plus
inside or
alertness.
outside? Wits plus alertness. Okay.
And what do you have? You have a bully.
She's got a pretty good memory.
Bully doesn't help.
Ooh, I got a 777.
777. She said to leave, to stay on the Golden Road, and then to leave the market.
Great.
Should we go through?
Do it. Go on through. Rebecca will lead the way just in case, because if it's someone who looks like me, maybe a friendly phase.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. People seem to have really positive or really negative opinions about me right off the bat, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of in between.
Yeah.
No, just negative for me. So, maybe lead strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me your don't fuck with me face. Like, ugh. Like,
Yeah. I feel like funny thing is, I was gonna say with that actually, because Rebecca's kind of intimidating and kind of a bullying look. How successful is she at her don't fuck?
I'm sure you don't have to try that hard.
You don't have to try that hard. You are glad that Rebecca's on your side.
I just want to remind you, I know we've only known each other for, actually time is a flat circle, I don't know, 20 minutes, 20 days, who's to say? But you're great, and we should be always friends, and that's all I have to say about that.
Thanks. I was part of a sorority, but like this feels nice. This feels natural. Yeah.
Oh. That's good. Yeah. I was also not popular in school. I mean, I was unpopular. You seem like you were.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people knew who I was.
That's cool. Should we go? Let's go.
We'll go, yeah. Totally not awkward
So in
at
that
all.
moment of fey awkwardness, you step through the arch together and you find yourself tumbling onto a cold tile floor.
Oh.
You look up and behind you is a mural, and it looks like a mural of the city of Los Angeles. You look up and you realize you're in an area that doesn't seem to have a lot of traffic or a lot of people in it. There are
my feet like slipping and sliding on the tile because I have hooves.
Oh my god.
You see what appear to be like old-fashioned teller booths on either side of you. If you look all the way down, you see people moving back and forth.
What about like people?
Like people, like regular people.
Yeah.
Intelligence plus streetwise, I guess. You have any streetwise? Difficulty of
I think
5?
I do. Did I do that? Nope, I didn't. I got a whole intelligence difficulty of 5. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Nothing.
Nothing. So Rebecca, with 3 successes, this is actually one of the places that you looked at as a wedding venue. You are in Union Station in Los Angeles, in the part of Union Station that was the old bank.
Yes. I know
So
exactly where we're talking.
Yeah. So you know if you go straight ahead and to the right that you'll find the exit. And right across from that is Olvera Street. You know, if you go that way, you're going to find the transit area where all the buses like go to Las Vegas and the flyaway. But you know, you're closer to the exit that way.
So do you think the person we're looking for is here in Union Station, possibly? I shouldn't say
don't know.
person. Is anyone looking at us like we
Here's
feel
the
like
thing. Everyone here looks
we're
like
standing out?
people again. So I
Yeah.
wonder if
I
A,
mean-
we look like people, and B, this person's gonna look like people and not like how you used to look.
Well,
or how you looked,
we did have
you know.
that drink thing that like made it so we saw all of the different entities. So maybe that's still working.
I
guess
try to
see if
feel
there's
really
anybody
drunk, like lean into the drunkenness. Does it help?
The people look like people.
Dang. Yeah, it's gone.
Is there any mirrors, windows, something that we can kind of catch our reflection just to see what our own reflection looks like?
I mean, I look down. Am I wearing pants?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Are my
You,
feet naked?
what were you wearing when you went into the concert hall?
She was probably in some kind of a business casual, something that she would wear to teach in. And she was staying late at work, so like a blazer, a blouse, and some like slacks.
It's almost as if you can see a pair of light brown slacks over your light brown legs, but they're there, but they're not there.
I have like weird Invisipants on.
Wait, and then Rebecca looks down and she's like, "Oh God, am I just in a full-blown wedding dress again?"
She's Rachel Green,
Oh,
episode
hey!
1 of Friends.
So you see
My
your
sleeves.
tattered,
My sleeves look
bloody
good.
wedding
Oh,
dress.
Uh-huh.
Well, you rinsed some of the stains out in the bathroom, but you know.
Yeah.
But you also see the image of your wedding dress over the horror of your tattered wedding dress.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this because I feel like this is really going to stand out. But like my sleeves, look at how beautiful these were.
They are pretty. They're so pretty.
You can kind of, as she describes it, it's almost like they come into focus and you can see the sleeves of her dress.
She was gonna tell her that she looked pretty regardless.
Well,
It's like I appreciate it.
because your friends are red capping, you're not dumb.
Yes. And also because it was her wedding day, and it would be really shitty of me to be like, it's fine. Like, I would never do that. As a woman, I would never say that to a bride on her wedding day. That's horrible.
I mean, I know if you liked it, you know.
Yeah, if you like it, then I guess I like it too.
As long as you're, I mean, if you're happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel pretty? It's like, is that a trick question, you bitch?
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, God. Okay, well, here's the thing. We are in LA, right? And I feel like there's a lot weirder thing. Like, it is kind of weird to be in a wedding dress in Union Station, but it's not that weird. Like, I feel like
That's
there's
true. That's
weirder
fair.
looking people than us probably around this
I guess
area.
we just look like women on a mission, which we are. And
Yeah.
maybe we just, I think we should probably look around a little bit right here for
Ooh, do
this
I have the things
guy.
in my pockets that I would have had a year ago?
They are
Not
ghost
there.
vestiges of the things you had in your pockets. They're not real.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So if I reached into my pocket and pulled out a phone, I wouldn't actually pull out a
Hey,
phone.
Raiders!
Okay.
Thank you, Raiders!
Should we see if there's like, oh, is there like one of those, you know, like the big, like
Yeah.
oversized maps that are like a directory? Is there one of those?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Does
It's
it
Union
have
Station
today's
for
date
sure.
and time?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She bounces over there as casually as she can and tries to not freak out when she sees what year, day, and time it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Rebecca,
it is
you wanna
early
take a look at
evening,
this?
exactly a year later from when you disappeared.
Man.
She wasn't kidding about that whole year thing. I was hoping that was a bit.
That's wild.
It was not a
Yeah.
bit. Oh, no.
I mean, this was supposed to be a special day, so yeah. And she's just gonna be like, all right, well, I guess I know we're supposed to look for that guy, but part of me just wants to see what's going on at my own
Yeah, fuck him, right?
place.
We should go find our own people.
Yeah, well, I mean, we should look. We should look a little bit, but like, which way do you want to go? And then we just
Here's the thing,
stick
there's
to
only
it.
2 of us now because I don't even know what happened to Gerald and we completely forgot about him. And that's our bad, but like we super left him behind back there. And now
Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't know what we're
I
gonna
wonder.
do.
The mural where we kind of put, because I'm guessing we're still not too far from where we came through. Can we go
the
to
ticker
where
board that
we?
shows the
Yeah.
time and the date and that has all the arrivals and departures of the trains, that would have been to your left through
Mhm.
the seating area and kind of in the middle right before where you would get onto the trains. So you're kind of in the middle of Union Station
Mhm.
right now.
So let's go. Rebecca would go back to where we entered, right in front of the LA mural, which I'm guessing is probably a wall or a hallway, and just kind of see like, is this something I can go through again?
Yeah, it's right at the end of the old bank area. There is a
Mhm.
barrier there.
Mhm.
So people aren't supposed to go in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
but it
see if
it
that's
keeps
something I
mundane
can.
people out.
Let me see if like what happens if I just go through it, and she's just gonna kind of pop on the other side of the barrier.
Just your head.
You
Yeah,
touch
seriously.
the mural, and it is
Uh-huh.
a solid wall. That's a wall.
Okay. Well, all right.
That's a wall.
Hmm.
I don't
Guess
know
we're
how
not
to get
allowed
back.
back yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yet. Do you want to go back?
You see 2 security guards walking with purpose towards you. Because
Security guards?
you have crossed the barrier into the old bank area.
Yeah.
Shit,
And
come on,
you're
we
not
gotta.
supposed to be there.
I like picking up
Yeah,
some of her
let's
skirt
go.
and like helping her get back over the barrier.
Sorry, I was just looking at photo places. My wedding's today. Kind of.
Ma'am, you need a permit. You need a permit.
Sorry.
We're
Apologies.
sorry. We're so sorry.
We were just looking. We're just looking for locations. None of us
Check.
have a camera right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely show your nails, Brooke.
Yeah, the nails are on point.
Thank you.
Literally.
I wanted something that gave claw because I said last week that my character had longer, darker nails. So.
Love it. Yeah. So we'll just kind of like skippity doo away. What do you think? Alvera Street exit.
Here's the thing: if we split up, I just don't. You're like the only other person who's gone through anything like what I've gone through, and I'm scared about being by myself again.
Yeah,
you see 2 more
you're my safety net
individuals,
right now.
2 female individuals stand up from the seating area, and they're walking towards you nonchalantly with purpose.
Ah.
Do they look anything weird? Like there's a double self of them, like how we're looking to ourselves.
Mm-mm.
No.
Interesting. I just kind of give like one of those, like a head nod, like a what's up.
One of them, they 2 look at each other, and one of them kind of laughs a little bit and then looks back at you and smiles, and then they start to walk faster.
Towards us.
Towards us?
Towards you.
Okay.
Towards me.
Yeah. Well, both of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we
wanna
should we
take
turn
this?
and run? Should we run? Should we? I've never been swarmed. But, well, that's not true. I have, but it's a recent swarming, not something I'm accustomed to.
Rebecca's gonna kind of have like this kind of like false, like, you know what? This used to be something that I was good at. Like, okay, she's just gonna put on her charm, feeling a little bit more confident. Like maybe I don't just look super scary on the outside anymore.
Yeah.
And just
Arya
be like,
will
hi.
let Rebecca be the alpha female in this situation.
Great. The 2 women approach. They're very pale. They're smiling and kind of laughing, and both of you feel like your feet are stuck to the floor.
Oh.
Well, I don't think maybe we can't see anything, but these 2 feel a little off.
Does the laughter feel malicious or playful?
Wits plus intelligence.
Yeah, because it's like this could be a
and then-
bit, or you could be an asshole. I can't tell yet. Okay, wits
And
plus
Rebecca's
intelligence.
gonna try it. Oh, yeah.
What am I trying to hit?
5s.
5s. Okay, 3 successes.
You know how, like, a cat plays with their food, like plays with a mouse when they catch it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Great.
it's giving you those vibes.
I'm feeling
think,
vaguely threatened by these women.
Yeah. Rebecca's
I
gonna see
feel like-
if she can kind of power through whatever's holding on to our feet.
Willpower, please. Please roll your willpower. Difficulty of 6.
Oh my goodness, where's willpower? I haven't gotten to do
It's
that
on
one
the
yet.
bottom, under glamour.
Ooh.
Would chicanery
Okay.
be like could I dexterity my way out of this, or strength? Only.
It will be a willpower roll. Yeah.
Okay.
And what do I need to beat?
I think, did I say 6? I think I said 6.
Great, 2 successes.
You're able to pull one foot up and pull the other foot up and take a step back. And one of the ladies goes, and you feel your feet stick to the floor again.
What's my goal number?
Okay.
6.
3 successes.
You also can pull your feet up off the floor and take a couple steps back. The second woman says, now don't make this difficult.
Can I try and hopscotch us out of here again?
You can certainly try.
Certainly try.
So it's another, Faye, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, 2. Roll 2 die. Yeah, we'll say 5.
I got a no. I got
You got a nope?
a critical. I got a critical success and a critical fail.
Yeah. So it feels
good.
real good at first. You feel
Really
the engine
good,
turn over.
yeah.
You're like, I got this. And then you feel it
No,
just
no.
clunk flat
man.
out. And the one woman says to the other, and they're almost like they're giving you like twinsy vibes. They're very attractive, very thin, very pale. And one looks to the other and says, oh, they are so fresh.
What else we got?
Girl, oof.
Rebecca's gonna stick her hand in the pocket and just kind of shout out, like whisper to it, like, "No one, you got anything for creepy white chicks?"
Creepy twins.
creepy pale ladies.
Fucking white girls.
If nothing else, I've got my chair in there, so
Yeah.
like that's useful.
You hear it's a metal chair, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, never mind.
I know,
I'm
would be
gonna
great right now.
roll for no one real quick. I'm gonna roll for no one. I'm gonna see.
Can you tell where we're
All
at?
right, so no one thinks they know
Oh.
what you're up against, and a piece of wood
Yes.
comes out of the bag.
It's
pointy at one end.
Were you a Buffy fan, Arya?
I know close to nothing about pop culture. Is that a TV show?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. Yeah. So Rebecca's gonna go ahead and take it, and she's not even like trying to disguise it anymore. She's just like, "Fine, you want to bring it?" And is just trying to like full on intimidate these girls.
The two women look at each other and they look at you, and the one that seems to be in charge says, now there's no reason for that. Willpower, please roll your willpower. She's gonna try and use something else against you.
Alrighty. What am I trying to get to?
6s. I'm being good.
1 success. But
One
no crit
success.
fails.
You get this feeling in your brain that maybe they're here to help you. They sure are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
They're both really beautiful.
Rebecca just kind of lowers the stake down.
I
It's
try
in the
and
hand
push it
closest
back
to
up. But you're stronger than me, so it's not working. Okay, weighing my options here. Oh man. Okay. The thing is that now that Rebecca is backing down, even if I could get these girls, even if I, like, my plan was to try and use Gift of Pan to see if I can get them to be intimidated by her, like assist her with some kind of combative skill, essentially. But no, now that you're backing down, I don't think it's gonna work, because then I would basically have to use this ability twice, and it's already gonna be weird to try to justify singing in this situation. In the middle of this train station.
Roll for. Oh yeah. Okay. You see out of the corner of your eye a very large gentleman enter Union Station. He's big. Like, he's a big guy. And he walks up right next to the two of you, and he's looking at the women, and he's like, so this is how you're going to break the masquerade? Is that what you want to do? Because we could do it right here.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it right here.
Yeah.
Just trying to back him up.
I mean,
he seems like he's on our side.
They're not
two
trying to
women
help us?
Huh?
They're not trying to help us? Rebecca just says to him.
He sighs. We have a $50 tip, a character drop.
Woohoo!
You have the inimitable. Oh no, it disappeared on me. Assistance of a Welsh wolf blood named Dune. He's got the liar skin, angry issues, lots of guns, and a little Pomeranian who lives in his coat pocket. Excellent. Oh gosh. Okay, guns. Guns, copy.
At least everyone's trying to help us.
Pomeranian.
He seems nice.
Copy. Anger issues. I mean, who doesn't have anger issues? Gonna have to look that up. Okay. Making notes. The two women take a step back and go, it's up to you. Arcadia's a way, way far away from here. And the gentleman says, don't threaten me with a good time. All right? What do you do?
I whisper to Rebecca, we should find your friend Taryn, don't you think? I'm going to try to help her to, like, turn her attention away from these girls and towards something different.
Is that something I can do? Kind of like a pull
like, can
out
I
of
help
this
her
a
roll
bit?
again or something to
Yeah, roll your willpower.
Heck
Great.
yeah.
Where did I make notes? It's the other book.
That's your girlfriend's name, right? Did I make that up?
It's Tala, I think.
Tala?
Tala. Yeah.
Tala.
Okay, gotcha,
Okay,
gotcha,
she
gotcha.
says the right name. Tala. We should go find Tala.
What am I trying to beat?
They are intimidated now, so 5s.
Okay, so I have a crit fail, a crit success, and a 6.
Yay!
I'm so sorry, I was making a note. Can you say that again?
It's all good. Crit fail, crit success, and a 6.
And a 6.
Which the two crits take each other out.
The two take each other out. Sorry, making note. Y'all know deeper lore than I do. Jeez Louise.
I know, right? I was looking at that too.
I'm impressed and I love it. It pulls your attention away for just long enough to realize how very massive the person standing next to you is. And he takes a good look at you and says, "Oh, for Jesus Christ's sake." He looks at you up and down. "Oh, for fuck's sake." And then he takes a good look at Arya and he's like, "Oh, well, that's that much better."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So I could just pop you in the
know
face
what?
right here, he says to the woman, or I don't know. What do you want to do? The two women take a step back. Just keep an eye on them. They smell amazing. They're super fresh. And they take a step back and disappear into the crowd.
What's with y'all and freshness? That's weird. Your friends are weird. Just saying.
Those were not my friends.
Okay, fair enough.
Is there kind of like any lingering after effect from that, or is it just pretty much clear and gone as soon as they leave?
You feel the after effects of feeling a little. It's almost like it's like when you take a hit of really bad weed and it just kind of lingers, but it wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's gonna feed into her just being a little bit more pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, someone was messing with my head. Not
Yeah.
okay. Not
Yeah.
okay. I've been at plenty of parties where you're trying to get that girl out of there that somebody slipped her something, and you're trying to make sure she makes it home okay. So yeah, right now she's just a little pissed off. She's like, thank you, but like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. He's like, look, guys, it's nighttime now, so it is not safe for you out here. I got a message from the mage. She said to come pick you up. So.
Oh, you're the friend.
Oh,
I'm here
you're
to
the
pick
friend.
you up.
Okay.
Are you like her?
What do you mean?
Are you gray?
Oh, I see. He goes into his pocket and pulls out 2 cards. He hands one to each one of you. As you take the card from his hand, you see him for who he really is. He is a red cap. He's a little bigger than even the big guy that he looks like. Rough gray skin, almost like a crocodile all over his body. He's got yellow eyes. He appears to be bald, but he's literally wearing a red cap.
Arya is not into this man.
He appears to be somewhere in his between 40s and 60s, like if you had to guess. He's wearing a Hawaiian button-up shirt, cargo pants, combat boots. He's wearing like little driver's gloves, and again a red cap. And if you look at the card, it says Ren and Ted's Red Cap Service.
Cool.
Changelings in a flash. But as you touch the card, you see him for who he really is.
Do I get to keep this?
Yeah, I mean, I run a rideshare service. If you need a ride, that's how you find me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I used to run a taxi service, but like, you know, who takes a taxi? Fucking who takes a taxi anymore? Look, my car is outside, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
He takes you out the front of Union Station and outside, and there's like this huge black car, like huge black SUV thing. Is impressive. Do you get in? Yeah,
and Rebecca's also gonna take that steak, put it in the pocket, and go, "Thank you, no one. Thank you." All right, and jump into the car.
It's Lux. There's Lux in here.
Nice.
It's great. You guys get in the back and put your seatbelt on.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Of course.
He turns around and smiles at you. So, Rebecca, you've seen that you have a couple rows of teeth. Like, he's got all the teeth. Like, so many.
Oh, man.
So many teeth.
It's a lot.
He looks over his shoulder. My name's Ted, by the way.
Yeah, I got that.
I'll be your driver. This takes some getting used to the first couple times. Seatbelts on? Great. And you see on the dashboard where there would be like a little hula girl. It's not a little hula girl. It's like a little ballerina dancer.
That's cute.
And he gives it a little spin, grabs the steering wheel, and you go. It's almost like ridiculous speed, right? He's like, I got to get you as far away from the Avila as possible. You find yourself pretty lickety split in an area that actually, Rebecca, you might be familiar with because you might have also looked at this for a wedding venue. You're at the Arboretum.
Nice.
In Arcadia.
Okay.
And you're parked in the parking lot.
Okay.
Ted gets out of the car. He stretches his arms. And honestly, it probably took you all of 15 seconds to get there. All right, so I was told if you got questions, I should answer your questions.
I mean,
there a
so
time
many, but I don't
limit?
even know how to form them.
A time limit on what?
We're supposed to find whoever replaced us and make some kind of decision.
Yeah. The sooner the better on that one for sure. So you asked me about the freshness thing and why everyone's like all obsessed. You're super fresh, right? You're super tasty.
What does that mean? Are people gonna try to eat me? Like, what does that mean?
No, they were looking to eat you. Like, for sure, they were going to eat you.
Consume my body.
Yeah, no,
Great.
yeah. Fey blood, amazing, right?
Oh.
Fey blood that's super fresh. Like, you guys are glittering. Like, you're freaking glowing out here.
Oh, dang.
Amazing, right? Which is why you probably shouldn't be out at night at all. This place, it's a freehold. You'll be fine for right now. We'll be fine. It's a good place to stop and talk for a second. You see a peacock come out of the gate area into the parking lot of the Arboretum, and you hear it go, "Meow," and then you see like a couple more peacocks arrive, "Meow, meow," and they're just making lots of noise. And he's like, yeah, you can talk to them later. So the sooner you do it, the better, honestly.
Right.
If you tell me where you need to go, I can help you get there. What you guys do when you get there, this is your deal.
So,
I can't, interfere.
your friend said
Yeah.
if we want to replace them, we have to dispatch them. That means murder, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
We can't, like, I don't know, make a bargain or anything. Like, they have to die.
They gotta go. So here's the thing. Some of them may know, right? Wait. One, two.
We lost him.
You
Yeah,
lost
he's-
as in like...
There was a little fairy and she was rhyming
Snatched him.
and things got out of hand.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, maybe we'll find him.
She does owe me a
thank you,
favor.
Thanks for the follow.
She owes you a favor. Okay, we'll talk about favors because favors are the currency out here.
Yeah, is that
They're
an
great
actual
and they're
commerce
dangerous.
thing? Is that a real thing?
That's wow, you learn fast.
So
yeah,
I
that's
accidentally my way into this fairy owes me big time?
good for you.
That's nice.
Nice.
All right. He's kind of looking at you like, all right. Okay, so here's the thing. Like the things that took that's rude because I'm a changeling and so that's like rude to my own whatever. But they're not fully formed. Like you're not fully formed, right? You're in between selves, right?
Oh,
so they're kind of in between like being you and nothing. So they're not
What are we in between being then?
you and your other you. So
I'm just
and
like
he
some
kinda-
mishmash in between.
He looks at you really hard and he says, "Did they stuff one in or did they pull one out? Like did they
I mean,
Okay, I'm looking at you
We
and I'm
did.
realizing phrasing is a
a
problem.
little bit of it was
Oh,
No,
giving and
realize.
taking,
I realize.
receiving and
I just was eating a lot of glass.
Got it. No, that tracks.
All right.
Glass can be we'll talk.
Gold apparently is really good.
Other red caps.
Do you know that road back there is really tasty? That gold
Oh, I
road.
saw- have
I'm
some
sorry, what now?
It's really tasty. Yeah.
the gold on the
Didn't
floor
expect it.
that we followed to get here.
You ate part of the golden road.
2 times. She
Yeah. It's pretty tasty. Didn't expect that.
All right then. And he kind of takes a step back.
Is that bad?
I
Should've
mean,
not done that.
It's a choice.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're kind of in between yourselves and like the Fey selves that I'm guessing, based on your descriptions now, were already in there. They just hadn't metamorphosized. They hadn't come out. Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't have, but like here we are now. The fetches, the things that replaced you, they're kind of in between nothing. They're in between like glamour and kind of like being you. Some may know what they are, some may not know what they are. Some may think they're you, some may know what they are, and then like if they dispatch you, they could take your place. Right? There can really kind of be only one, right?
Okay, so
They
wait,
might
we
try to
have
kill
to kill
us?
him even if we decide we want to go back. We still have to kill him.
We'll go back where? Like, what do you mean go back?
Like, to where the party was.
I see. You wanna embrace all of this.
Maybe I haven't decided yet, but theoretically, if that was a possibility, then what would that look like?
Then something else would be living your life.
Yeah.
that's your choice. Look.
Well, how do I let it be known that that would be if I were to make that decision? How would I?
You would leave it alone.
What would I do? Where would I go? What would I show? What would I do to show that that was the choice that I made?
You'd have to find the court. You'd have to petition the court. Someone would have to take you in.
Oh, politics.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a feeling we are either really good at politics or really bad at it, depending whose side we're on.
I'll let you take a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ted? Did you get rid of your thing that had replaced you?
Oh,
yeah,
no,
are you
I
like
came out
us?
this way. I metamorphized and, continued my life. Same thing with my wife, same thing with my daughter. It was fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so
You
didn't
guys are a
have
special
real...
case. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
what
right.
had happened was, the Unseelie Court, this is kind of fun for them to kind of, snatch up some mortals,
Oh, great.
pull out their facials, and then, throw you back out and see what happens.
Yeah,
Oh.
new people on my shit list. I gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's pretty shitty. Yeah. For them,
Yeah.
it's all about, free choice, and now you have a freedom to choose, and,
But like we didn't
be
in the first place,
wild.
though.
Look, I'm neutral here.
I'm not saying anything about you specifically. I'm just pointing out a flaw in the logic. That's all.
Well, it's all about entertainment for them at this point. So,
Yeah. How old are most of them?
Most of who?
The whole court situation, the people, the Fae who do this.
Well, the Duchess of the Los Angeles court, she's a she. She's, I don't know, hundreds, thousands, who knows how old.
Yeah, so you just get bored,
okay.
I guess, after a while.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the she tend to be pretty
Oh.
shitty.
If I decided to be a goat person full time, would I live to be very super heckin' old?
I don't know very much about satyrs. I can't tell you.
Satyr biology. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I'll
don't,
have to
I
read
don't
a
have a
book or
lot of satyr
something.
friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recap.
apparently
I don't
that's
have a
a
lot
friend.
of friends.
Yeah, which is such
Oh,
a
that's
shame.
kind of a given? I mean, you said you had a wife and a kid.
I tend to be an exception a little bit.
Great.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's a story.
Do you think Gerald's gonna have any questions? Should we try and... I don't know what we should do.
You know what, Ted? If you end up waiting to see if Gerald comes back, do you have a way you can contact us or get a hold of us or find us?
You got my card.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Look, I can drop you
All right,
off
we might-
somewhere, and then I can head back to Union Station and see if he pops up. Do you know what kind he is? What did he look like last time you saw him?
He's like a little
He's wearing
guy.
a lot of brown.
Good with... He can talk to doors.
Okay, great. He's a boggin. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Sure, yeah.
boggins.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can. If you tell me where to drop you off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, my friend Tala would be a great place. I'm not really sure where this other me would be because we were in the process of trying to find a new house to buy. But yeah, she'd be the one to try and get to. She's in Glendale.
Oh, Glendale. That's right here.
Yeah. So I'm just in, and she would look down at like she doesn't have any actual shoes on anymore, but she looks like she's in a wedding dress and heels. Just be like, a drop off would be great. By the way, is there any way to change what it looks like I'm wearing?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, you could change your clothes.
Okay, and if I change my clothes, then exterior wise, this fake clothes looks different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to
Right.
find something that fits you, right? So the human brain,
Oh,
amazing thing, right? The mortal brain, wild.
yeah.
It'll fill in the
Yeah.
blanks the way it thinks you're supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The reality has a way of trying to hold on to stuff. Reality doesn't like to be fucked with.
No, yeah, human brains are
Yeah.
pattern seeking. We love that shit. We're all about it.
Yeah, they love that shit. Well, let me hold on here. And he pulls out a cell phone, and he looks up what Tala what?
Um, oh,
'Cause I don't
Long,
remember.
Long. Yeah, no, I can't rember either.
Okay, you tell
I
him.
don't know if I
And
gave
he
the
looks
last
it up.
name.
He's like, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
And you were getting married? Is the thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be my anniversary today.
Oh, that fucking sucks. All right, so
Yes, tell me.
so what was his name?
Oh no, I'm so terrible. Made all these characters. Where did they go? You can totally tell. Feel great about this guy. Okay, sorry. Tala Cardinal. Edward Moore. Eddie.
Eddie. Well, how about that? Y'all are neighbors.
All right. Well, that's convenient.
Huh. Yeah, it's convenient. All right. Look, if I'm gonna go back to Union Station, and he's looking at this map, and he's like, if I'm gonna go back to Union Station, I'm just gonna have someone just sort of shadow you, if that's all right. You don't have to see him.
Okay.
You don't have to talk to him. It's fine. Yeah.
Hey, someone who can kind of keep an eye on us isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. No, he's
We
gonna
seem to be attracting too much
Should
attention.
we stick together, or is speed the thing here?
Again, the sooner the better. Look, sticking together is gonna be the best bet.
All right.
Honestly.
And Rebecca would kind of like offer her hand to Arya and be like, "I'd really appreciate it if you could come. This is going to be."
Oh yeah, if you want me to go, I'll go.
Really awkward.
I didn't know
Yeah.
how private you might feel about the everything.
I honestly, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of lurking first before I do something like put my foot in my mouth.
I'm a good hider, I think. I'm usually pretty
All right,
okay
cool.
at that.
All right, so I'm going to take you to this address. Let me put in a request here real quick. It looks like he's texting. He's like, and just so you guys know, like, to start, don't touch a lot of electronics, all right? Just
Okay.
to start out. It's a mundane item.
Oh,
A lot of reality in it.
How do you do the cell phone thing then?
It's a long story.
what about books? Are books safe?
Books are safe.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so you're gonna see my friends or not see my friends. You're gonna feel my friends.
Nice.
Just if anybody tries to eat you, that's gonna be a thing.
Okay.
All right, everybody back in the car. And you see more and
All
more
right.
peacocks coming out of the arboretum.
Oh yeah, do we need to talk to
Ew.
them or are we good?
Ew. He's like, look, you start talking to the puka and you're gonna get all turned around.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll come back if they really need help. But yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You get in the car. Describe Rebecca's dream house.
Oh man. Oh goodness. I think it's gonna be. I don't know if they have those little bungalow houses in Glendale, but like those super cute little bungalows definitely looks like something from the 70s, but like actually has been taken care of. It's got the craftsman houses, right? It's just very quaint, very much looks like someone built it with care. One story, kind of sprawling, has the little mother-in-law house in the back.
Little casita.
Little casita, yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna need one tiniest bit of direction. Is this I forget who did it. It was Merc. Because it's deeper lore than I know. Is this actually a changeling, the Welsh wolf blood, or are they a werewolf kin? You pop me a clue so we can see how this friend shows up. That would be amazing. But you see this house, and then you see another house right next to it that's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they're quite similar. You pull up, and Ted looks out the window, and again, it took you seconds. Freaking seconds to get here.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, it looks like there's a party or something. So just another little piece of advice. Don't let anybody see the two of you in the same room together. Remember what I said about reality?
Oh.
And reality likes to hold on to itself. So
Secret twin.
just Werewolf Kin, thank you very much. Not a full shifter. But not fully bound to the moon. It is a full moon tonight, or is a full moon on this night.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. Thank you so much.
Full moon doom.
Thank you. That helps a lot. It does look like there's a party.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks like
It's the anniversary.
It is an anniversary, but you, wits, both players, please. Wits plus perception.
Okay.
Thank you, Merc. It's very helpful.
What am I trying to hit?
4 or 5, actually. It's not going to be hard.
1 success.
2 successes.
Yeah, the decorations are all pink and blue.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Oh my god.
And it's like pink and blue banners, and like at the end of the banner, there's a big question mark.
Damn it, there aren't going to be any
no.
drinks at this party. This is the
No,
worst kind of party.
Arya, you haven't been to enough of these, I promise you. It's a big trend for everybody else to get absolutely smashed and just basically make the bride feel
You run with one of those crowds, huh?
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. There's going to be plenty here. I'd be surprised if there isn't.
Yeah.
I said I came from a sorority. Let's just say that. Yeah.
There's a little, one of the houses, both the houses are lit up and look, like there's something happening. But one of the houses has a little pathway of pink and blue balloons that go all the way up. And there's little streamers in the doorway. It is Pinterest ready.
Here, wait, Rebecca. You don't, are we gonna, if you want to go in, I can make you look different, I think.
Yeah.
I can't promise how different it's gonna be.
Hey, if it's at least the clothes so I don't stand out. I don't know why I didn't think about, I was hoping it was just gonna be kind of a quiet night.
Check in my trunk. My daughter may have some clothes in there. You look about her size. She's in college. She goes back and forth, leaves me her laundry. I swear to God. But
a lot of my students do that.
Yeah. So there might be something in you can wear.
All right, cool. And she'll go ahead and open up the trunk. What kind of clothes we have?
It's a lot of leisure wear or like athletic wear, dance wear.
Yeah.
Rehearsal wear.
Rebecca will look and see if there's anything brand related. Just so
you can find some pink.
It looks like. All right, pink, I guess. Okay, cool. And she'll just kind of get on some tasteful looking leisure wear. Probably looks like she's supposed to go out to a coffee shop instead of a jog, but it'll work.
That's fair. And so, how do you want to try and disguise Rebecca?
Yeah.
I don't know what the limits are, but I think bare minimum, if we can give her a nose job, some really different hair than what she would usually have, and maybe change eye color or bone structure or something. We need to make her face different. And obviously she is also a lot more stronger than, or at least appears a lot more stronger than she used to, right? Because she's been through a year of red cap training. So her body doesn't need help to look different than it did before, but I want to change her face and hair.
Rebecca, what did your hair look like when you were going to get married?
Blonde, like absolutely picturesque. A natural blonde does not actually have to get it bleached or anything, but she just takes really, really good of it.
Okay, so she has an Edna mode, black bob.
To make that appear that way to others, please roll 1 for Fuddle, and then whatever you have in Fae. Or Actor.
Fae.
She's your friend at this point, I would say.
Fae or
whatever's
Actor.
better.
Okay, they're both the same. Oh, nice. A 9 and a 10.
Excellent. So 10's double.
Ooh.
Yeah, so boop, you get a little black bob. Or it appears to others who take more than a cursory look. If anybody looks hard at you, but if you're just walking through a room and nobody's really paying attention, you can get away with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to scope it out more than anything else. And instead of putting the tattered wedding dress in Ted's car, she is going to just kind of pocket it back into the little
Oh, in the
pocket.
pocket? Cool.
Mhm.
So add it to your inventory. You have one bloody wedding dress in your bag.
Yep. And she does still have her engagement ring. She's just going to kind of turn it around so you don't see the jewel kind
Got
of
it.
thing because, yeah.
That's fair. Great. So Ted says, look, you got my card. I'm going to go back to Union Station and wait for your friend.
All right.
And he pauses. You okay? My friend's here. He's casing the joint.
Okay.
He's a little fuzzy. It'll be fine.
Okay. Interesting.
You see a strong guy that looks a little fuzzy. He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow. Not my thing, but he's handsome.
Okay.
His name's Dune. Just, don't try to pet the Pomeranian, okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you do?
I would go ahead on in, follow the little trail, because I don't know which house is which one's Tala's and which one has Edward and my double. So for now, we're going to go to the party. Just kind of like casually observe.
Excellent. You walk up the walkway. As you get halfway up the walkway, you see a tiny little Pomeranian.
Oh.
Onto the porch from the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Yeah.
And around the back.
Is that the one we're
Okay.
supposed to look for? Maybe follow it?
I think he said don't pet the Pomeranian.
Don't. No. Yeah. But yeah, it's going the same way we are. So.
So the Pomeranian went around the back, so you can go around the backyard, or you can go in the front door.
Where do the balloons lead? To the backyard
To the
of
front
party
door.
or through the house? Front door. Okay. You know what? No, let's go to the back.
Yeah.
Kind of pretend like we're here. We've been here, as opposed to
Sure.
needing to meet and greet.
Arriving without a gift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll sign some names on a card that is attached to a gift we definitely didn't buy.
Love it. Love it.
Also, do we like these people? Like, do you want me to make this a bad time for them, or do we not? Like, are they your friends?
I mean, and Rebecca will kind of stop before we go into the thing and just be like, "This is where my best friend that I've known since I was a kid. Like, love her. Have never been apart from her this long in my entire life, honestly. And my fiance, and I'm not gonna lie, if fake me has something on the way, the idea of trying to dispatch it is a little
killing
hard.
a pregnant girl is kind of bad.
Yeah, we don't need to make a hard time. Honestly, I just need to, if I can get Tala alone to talk and kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really good at making problems for people. So
Oh, great.
I could be at the very least. I could be a distraction if you
I'll tell
needed
you
that.
what, if I just like go like this, like let loose.
Okay, you got
I
it.
tug on my ear. Yeah.
Cool. Don't have to tell me twice.
So with the plan, you go around the corner and you see the Pomeranian who is pulling tablecloths off of tables and eating the food that's falling to the floor. And you hear...
Anyone gonna stop this thing?
No. And you hear something move behind you in the bushes, and it doesn't seem to bother the Pomeranian. So,
Okay.
reasonable feeling that that's probably
That's
Dune, and that's
the
probably
guy.
fine.
All right. Anybody else?
There's a giant cake in the middle of the backyard. There's a pool back here. There's balloons everywhere and cute little luminaries, and some of them are pink and some of them are blue. And it's just Pinterest barf all over the place.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Is there anybody back here, or is everybody?
There's people
still
milling
kind of
around
inside the house?
everywhere. Everyone's got a
Milling around.
cup and talking to each other. There's some sorority
Yeah, I
sisters
think-
that you kind of recognize.
Oh yeah. If there's any name tags, I'm sure they're by the front door. But if it looks like people wearing name tags, I think Rebecca would say like, "Hey Aria, can you go just kind of see if you can grab a couple spare name tags?" I'm not going to go too far, But
What do you
and
want
then
me to
she'll
put on
find
it?
Yeah. I can't put my name. You know what? Just put Becky. There's a million of us out there in the world. No
Okay,
one's
yeah.
gonna even care. Rebecca hates Becky, by the way. So just like saying put Becky on the name tag, there's like this distaste in her mouth. And she'll say, "Oh, yeah," and here, and just hand off a glass of wine, or whatever's the strongest thing, off to Arya.
You're so generous. And she takes the whole thing down and goes off to, like, puts that down, goes off to find another glass and another 2 name tags.
Name tag.
Yeah, it's not hard. They're sitting in the foyer. They're right there. Half of them are blue, half of them are pink. Apparently,
guess I'll
you're supposed
take-
to make a choice.
Yeah, like a guess. All right, I take
Yeah.
one of each, so we've got a 50-50 shot. And I'll put
gonna win
Arya
this
on
game.
blue, and I'll let Becky have pink.
Rebecca, you're kind of working the room, right? Trying to be sly. You got a glass in your hand. You see out of the corner of your eye, by this little gazebo area, where apparently they're about to make a big deal out of something.
Mm-hmm.
Tala,
Mm-hmm.
you,
Weird.
your husband or fiance, or what's happening now?
Yeah.
And the 3 of them are standing together in this gazebo. And they're laughing and having a good time and talking to people. And Tala turns, and she is clearly very pregnant.
Okay.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end for this
Okay.
evening.
The plot
Oh, damn.
thickens, y'all.
Oh my god.
It thickens with a quickness. Oh boy.
Friends, thank you for joining us for this
Oh
part
my
of
god.
a Changeling story. You made it through the marketplace alive, and like, more power to you. You have some fun items. We have some fun people that we've met along the way. Some people that are following us and lurking in the dark with an angry Pomeranian. I love that. Yeah, so friends, thank you so much. We're gonna do probably our final episode next Tuesday.
Oh,
Thank you for the follow. If anything you saw today you feel like is at least worth $1, go ahead and pass that on. We'd love to feel your appreciation. Also, if you head on over to the Discord, you can drop questions in the Discord for us. If you have any questions about this game, about Changeling, about the homebrew version that we're running, if you have any questions for anyone about their characters or kind of what they're going through right now, what they think might be happening next, we'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love to hear your feedback, find out what you guys are thinking. So go ahead and pop in the Discord, pop your questions, and we'll do that for our Patreon after talk show. We named it, now I can't remember what it was, so we'll call it
Something fairly something.
very I don't remember. Fairly
Simple.
Changelings change their minds all the time. It's fine.
They do.
They do, and that's
I read
fine.
hers.
Thank you to our Patreons who are I did run over here.
Fairly stupid.
Was it fairly stupid?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So pop the questions in our Discord and we'll go answer them in our talkback show called Fairly Stupid. I kind of love that for us. Thank you, friends, and we will actually say your names one more times and where they can find you, and then we'll wrap it on up.
That's Danny.
That's-
I'm Brooke.
I'm Rory, Aurora Lore on here on Twitch.
Whoop, whoop.
And Brooke, where can we find you?
Oh, Brooke Thornton Actor on Instagram.
And I have been your storyteller. I am Ann Pierce. You can find me under _Ann Pierce _ on most of the socials. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
So long.
Bye.
See you next